Alrighty, folks. Welcome to Drafting Omniscience with Caleb D. I'm taking my day off here. I'm taking my day off, but I still felt like doing some Omniscience drafting. I was figuring, since I'm doing Omniscience drafting anyway, just doing it one or two. It's not really worth firing up the stream for, but I still wanted to share it with you folks because the format is really, really sweet. So one of the issues with Rada is that Rada is really good when you have a bunch of lands in your deck. You don't actually want lands in your deck in Omniscience drafting. You're playing all of your spells for free, which makes Rada very, very bad. You're probably never even going to have 6 mana to activate it. You get 5 mana naturally. You're probably not even going to be able to activate it, and you probably won't have lands in play to activate it. Walk of the Waves is okay. Largely, it makes a fatty if you need a fatty, or it's filtering if you need filtering. You're usually going to be bidding in. I'm taking Read the Tides. Read the Tides is busted. Read the Tides is definitely the best common in the format. Draw 3 at common. That is nutty in Omniscience Draft. We want as many of those as possible. So Rewind and Waker of the Waves are both quite strong. I think we're going to take Waker. If you have enough Wakers, then at a certain point you take the Rewind, just because of the activation cost, right? You're only going to have 1 blue on each of your turns, so if you're trying to churn through the whole deck, then having multiple Waker of the Waves could hinder you, could make you fizzle at a certain point. Rewind's great. You don't care about the untapped 4 lands, but just like having a free counter is sweet. What do we got here? Blur Scale's funny in this format. Not great, but funny. Mill 4. I've had a lot of recursion. That could be maybe good. Yeah, I think I'm just thinking Lore Scale. Cancel is good. I think I like Cancel over Opt. In the later stages, especially when you're on the draw, being able to stop the opponent from killing you on turn 1 is pretty important. Sanctum, I think, is good but slow. That filtering. Crypt Lurker is great. You may sacrifice a creature, discard a creature card if you do draw a card. Yeah. Well, that's a good one, but it is a cantrip. We're going to take Cancel over it. Drawing your whole deck, putting a bunch of creatures in play, and then having a bunch of counters makes it really hard to lose at a certain point. Oh, Bad Deal's great. I almost missed it. Draw 2 cards. Each opponent discards 2 cards. Beautiful. Gorgeous Divination / Mind Rot. There's another one. Wow, this start is nutty. This start is absolutely Nutter Butters. Sky Scanner. Our worst card is like Lore Scale Quaddle. This is going to murder our opponents. So because we have 2 bad deals, I don't think we actually need Mind Rot. I was going to take the Training. Just going to take a cantrip here. Huh. Not thrilled about this pack. Wingmare is funny. It'd be funny to just be like triple Wingmare go, and your opponent's like staring at all their 1-mana cantrips. Just not able to do anything. I don't think we want it though. I think we want this thing. If your opponent just plays a bunch of big fatties, then Death Toucher could be okay. Spined is solid. Solid Chonker. I guess this? Destroy an artifact? Probably not gonna make the cut. 7/3, not bad filler at all. Pretty bad filler. Wisconsin Crab. Oh my god. And we have Peer into the Abyss. So I said this deck's nutty, right? God, there's Read the Tides here. I wonder if we can wheel Read the Tides against the bot. I wonder if that's a thing that can happen. Yeah, drawing half of our deck up front has got to be just the best. I kind of like the Unsubstantiate. There's also Village Rites here. I like both of those cards. If you place a counter on one of our things, we can like rebuy it with Unsubstantiate to win counter battles. We can also like bounce their things before we play Bad Deal to make them discard. But returning a counter spell to their hand doesn't really do much for us. But yeah, I guess we would just be bouncing our own thing. I do think Village Rites is a little bit better. Let's see how it do. Let's draft another Quaddle. Quaddle. Turn to Slag is filler. Opt. Opt is good. Yeah. Yeah, like Opt over Revitalize. The Scry one makes it seem better to me. Oh, this pack is super not good. We're just taking a Death Toucher. Oofta. Cantrip, Duress. I like the cantrip. Fierce Empath can find Waker the Waves, which is kind of cool. Oh, there's Cancel. I want Cancel. Cancel's better. Ooh. The Read the Tides did wheel. God, that's nutty. That's so nutty. Oh my god. This is like the nuttiest deck ever. Spined versus Village Rites. Let's take Village Rites. Filler. Multiple destructive tamperings in a land, okay. Oh man, I love Solemn, but super not the pick here, huh? Not that these other cards are amazing. I think I want Kinetic Augur. It's either that or Training, right? Let's take the Augur. Yeah, X damage spells, not nearly as good in this format as they usually are. Is Rise Again good in our deck? Kind of not, right? Kind of not at all. Maybe just take the Mana War. Mana War could, like, rebuy Augur. I don't know. Rebuy Skyscanner, even better. Okay. Oh, another bad deal. This deck is definitely getting to 7 wins. I would bet your life on it. Yeah, just another training, I guess. Not an amazing cantrip, because you have to have a creature in play, but not the worst. Crash Through, maybe? Oh no, Lurker's better than Crash Through. Oh my god. So many creatures do we have? 14. I think Village Rites is better than Crash Through. Filler. Filler? Or do I want creature filler? Scarring works with Village Rites. We only have 2 Village Rites, though. Yeah, let's grab a creature. I think that's better. Return Nature, whatever. Yeah, Cantrip Filler is best filler. Considering the recursion spell, being able to rebuy Waker of the Waves, for example, could be really strong. Mostly bad, though. I'm just going to put another Wisconsin Crab in. The ability to sack them to Village Rites. Or target them with Citizen Training. Lands come out. Rookie Mistake comes out. We have 3 more cuts here. Cage Zombie. Me? Oh, I didn't actually click the rookie mistake. Well, what did I click? I just didn't click on anything. Wall of Roots is an option. Oh, let's get one of these destructive tamperings out. Let's go down to 1. Maybe Cage Zombie is better than destructive, actually. Yeah. Again, just by nature of like sacking the village rights and being a target for training makes it a little bit better. So I've played a lot of Omniscience Draft, and this might be the best one that I've ever seen. Read the Tides and Bad Deal are both amazing, like 2 of the best cards in the format. And then we have like what is literally the best card in the format if it resolves. And then it's just, I mean, the rest of the deck is 4 cancels and a bunch of cantrips. There's some filler, like obviously there's a chance that we draw, you know, all village rights and filler creatures and don't get to do anything. But I think it's a really low chance. We're going to mulligan with this deck very, very aggressively. We're pretty much always going to have a draw 2 or a draw 3 in our opener. And a lot of times we'll have it with cancel protection. With this deck, I'm not thinking, am I going to get to 7 wins or not? I'm thinking, will I pick up a loss or not? Kind of don't hate that with the village rights. We're just going to bin both creatures here. Beauty. Yeah, when you have more counter spells than the opponent has cards in hand, it's hard to imagine losing. Yeah, and you see, we're not like literally killing the opponent this turn, but we've established a board state where it's just impossible to imagine losing. Yeah, I bet our opponent was excited there for a second when we countered the creature, like, yes, now maybe my draw 3 resolves. Like, no, I'm sorry. Nope. Oh. Yeah, this is the sort of deck where you actually like feel a little bad for anyone that gets paired into you. Okay, so here we are on the draw. We don't have a cancel. I don't think in the second round our opponent's average deck is going to be good enough that we have to like aggressively mulligan for a counter. I'm going to keep and hope we get to fire off Bad Deal. Hope we don't lose too, right? And hope they don't kill us turn 1. But our hand survives Mind Rot. Our best card is the Bad Deal. God, cancel would have been so good against Thrill. Oh my god. Uh-huh. I got bad news, opponent. Well, yes. If we drawn the Wall of Roots earlier, instead of one of these other creatures, we would have locked up the game this turn. Because we would have scryed one deeper towards the Read the Tides. Yeah, deal. I think they're looking over to make sure I don't have a reach creature before attacking. It's good. Yeah. I guess. not most people. I know most people would not do this with the auger. Little on the dangerous side. Because double cancel's so good. Rebuy this thing, why not? And that thing naturally has trample. I guess we activate. Why not, right? we got our thing. Yeah, discarding double cancel was super greedy, super unnecessary. I was in a greedy mood, though. I was in a greedy mood. I like the unsummon on it. And 2 dead cards. Yeah, the double loot creator's been nice. So because we have cards like Cancel and Duress in the deck, we're not going to lead on our bomb. We're going to try and opt into a bit of protection. Or another copy, right? Another thing could also work. Not that. They have an instant speed removal spell. It could blow us out here. Whereas Bad Deal might have made them discard it. I think that's why they're drawing a few cards. Ooh, that's a good one. Now, even if they have a counter spell for Bad Deal. No, we don't want to target the Cancel, because then they can just replay it. We want to target the Bad Deal itself. And now they're down to 2 cards in hand. Scry value. Yes. So we are a little naked here. We don't have a cancel up on this turn. The opponent could potentially pop off. Their hand was D's, huh? Hex per creature and Rousing Read. If they notice something impressive this turn, though, and we get to fire off Read the Tides, we probably actually just win here. Oh my god. Peer into the Abyss and Lore Scale. Look at these triggers. Look at those snake triggers. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. We need a way to give the Lore Scale haste. That's what this deck is missing. It's not really missing it, you know, but it would be fun. It'd be fun to be able to kill them the turn you draw your whole deck. Huh. So Unsubstantiate is a little bit better at protecting our spells than hitting the opponent's. Could potentially stop a Fizzle. I think I maybe should have mulled. I think we're maybe starting to get to a high enough win rate where we should be mulling these hands and looking for a cancel on the draw. What is Fierce Empath going to get? They probably should have played it first in case they were going to accidentally cantrip into it, huh? The Defiant Strike. Cool. Yeah, I think we're in a good position here with Augur drawing us 2 cards. Exactly the 2 I'd like to discard too. GG. Yeah. I'm sitting here like, now what do we do? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's about right. That is about right. Yeah, that's kind of the way that I was thinking of Unsubstantiate might buy us a turn. The keep might have been greedy though. The keep might have been greedy all the same. If they just play like a normal draw spell, we could just lose. We have 4 cancels. You know, if we had 2 cancels, then I wouldn't recommend mulliganing too aggressively for them. But on the draw, this hand has enough draw power that I think even though we don't have a cancel, I think we keep it anyway. Yeah, that's bad for me. Skip the village rights. Alright. What if they just had 2? Just had 2 bad deals. This is the XO bracket, folks. This is the XO bracket. Might be a spot where we pick up a loss here. I think this is going to get countered. Opponent's sitting there with 3 cards in hand. What could they have, right? The good news is, though, we got a counter out of their hand for the next turn. Right now, they don't have lethal. So we draw another Read the Tides. Or the draw half of our library card. Could still win. Nope. We drew a Dilophosaur. Man, that would have been a sweet win, too. Pop off through double bad deals and a cancel. I mean, they could also just have another counter in hand, too. Who knows? Sometimes the final card is a piece of filler. And a removal spell or something that just doesn't matter much. Resolve, please. Yes. Okay. Do. All these terrible things. Yeah. Yeah. So this is an example of a very easy mulligan. This hand does nothing. Nothing but filler. And this hand is great. This two-card opener is better than most 3-card openers for sure. Opponent does get the lead on Mind Rot here. Oh, nice. And I'm just going to chill on the roaming. We've got a few value creatures that could pair really well with it. Sure. We're not going to counter a cantrip. We will counter a draw 2, or better. Not going to counter that. And I'm not actually going to play this either, I don't think. We don't need to play like a tempo deck. Because we're just going to win once we draw a draw spell. So saving cards for like our few loot effects makes all the sense in the world, I think. Hi-ho the Dario. You're drawing all the cards. Do I want that? Yeah, whatever. $15 cards left. Yeah, okay. $11 cards left. I want to be a little careful. Not to deck, of course. But I think we can go down to like 5 or something. We're actually going to use the bounce mode. I read the tides. Might not have even been necessary. Felt good though. Victory! One more win. It's been about 40 minutes so far. Probably cut out the middle parts. End up with like a, I don't know. Yeah, the final video will be more than 40 minutes. What goes first? Oh man, Bad Deal's so good. I'm gonna keep and just like hope we don't get destroyed. Again, it's possible I should be mulliganing for cancel. We can beat one bad deal. We can certainly beat that. Do they just have a bunch of trash? No. No, they do not. Okay. Okay. Fuck. It's a good scry, though. Opponent's in a really good spot here. They get to crack the Portcullis line to draw another card. Oh, to draw 2 cards, and then they have a loot on the Protege. They have a really good chance of winning. Dang. Looks like we might be picking up our second loss. Have to imagine that they can find a win through here, right? They already, like, kind of fizzled by not being able to kill me in the first turn. Yep, Rousing Reed, good on the Hexproof Critter. If they have a bunch of, like, Mind Rots as filler, though, those cards are dead now. I like the Scarring with the Portcullis line. Paired nicely. Just rebuying some chaff. Well, we got a chance. We got a top deck. Can we get the ball rolling? Let's see. We cannot. All right. That's a bad sign. That's a super bad sign. Yeah, we really wanted to draw 3 here, didn't we? At a certain point, I have to wonder if we can actually answer this Flying Spined Megalodon. Like, even if we can't draw our whole deck. I think I'm supposed to fight over that. Alright, folks. They scryed to the top. We need a good one here. We need a really good one. That's not it. That's not it. Dang it. This is twice where our opponent like had a good opener, but then gave us an opening. You know, gave us a spot where if we like top deck a draw spell, despite them nuking our hand, could maybe get there. Didn't happen though, did it? Did not happen. Oh man. I was talking about, I was all cocky, loading this deck up. I was like, oh man, we're gonna go undefeated. I'm gonna murder them all, yeah. Not gonna get any losses. Here we are with 2 losses. Guaranteed 7 wins though. If this deck doesn't get 7 wins, then I'll eat a fucking cobbled. I'll eat a cobbled live. Well, it's not live. Recorded. I'll eat it recorded at the end of this video if we don't get to 7 wins. Yeah. Yeah, I'll keep this one. Yeah. 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 Good hand for being on the draw, huh? Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely resolve that one. Interesting that they kept Crash Through on the top. I feel like Crash Through... Like, what if there's a creature underneath, right? And if they've been the Crash Through, then they just, like, draw deeper there anyway. Nice to close on an easy win. After I guaranteed that I would eat a magic card on this video. I'm sure everyone's disappointed. Wanted to see him eat the cardboard. Might get a concession to this. Oh, I thought I clicked two things. Whatever. Do-do-do-do-do-do. 12 cards remaining. Let's keep a rough tally so we don't get too exuberant, deck ourselves on accident. I'm just gonna play some fatties and pass here, huh? Seems like this is good enough. Yay! Yay! 7 wins! Yay! Yeah, not the sweep, not the sweep I was kind of predicting, but the guaranteed. This is the cobble that I would have had to eat. This one right here. That game, winning that game. This kobold's life depended on it, and we got there. So there, little kobold. All right, good stuff. God, that deck was nutty. Sweet. Catch y'all later. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to sub or whatever you do on YouTube.